Clip 115, simplifying surds. So far we've done, if you had root 3 times root 3, that would equal 3. We've also done root AB is the same as root A times root B. Now we did it this way. We're now going to do it the other way. So, start with the first one, root 80. So what you're looking for all the time for these type of questions where it says simplify is you've got to find a square number times a non-square number that makes the number underneath the root. So the key part to this, because it's square numbers, like I've said in all the clips, is your square numbers. So it's easy or easier if you write your square numbers down the side, and once you've got these you should be able to spot any numbers that go in. Again, I'll repeat what I said in the previous clip, these are not easy. Probably up to there will be enough. So what number times another number, so a square times a not square, so one of these times another number makes 80. I would always start high up, so 81 won't fit, 64 won't fit because 2 times 40, 1 times 80, 49 doesn't fit, 36 doesn't fit, it'd be 36, 72 and it'd go past 80, 25 doesn't fit, 25, 50, 75, 16, does 16 go in? Well yeah, 16 times 5, so that's 16 times 5. So therefore root 16 times root 5, because we're talking about this rule again, root 80 is the same as root 16 times root 5, the two numbers split up. Now we know 16 is a square number, 5 isn't. Now we know that root 16 is 4, so we're left with 4 root 5. Remember, you can't do anything with this, it's irrational, it's not a square number. So the answer to that question is 4 root 5. Once you get the hang of these are quite easy to do and quite fun. Next one, root 54. So start 54, which is in here. 49 doesn't go in. So next one, root 54. Well, let's go down from 49. 36, 25 doesn't go in. 16, does that go in? Well, 16 times 4 goes in. 16, 32, 64 doesn't go in. 36, no. 9. 9 goes in. So what would that be? Root 9. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, so 6. So split it up with root 9, root 6. Root 9 we know is 3, so the answer is 3 root 6. Next one, root 24. We'll start at 25. 16 doesn't go in, 9 doesn't go in, 4 does. So that'll be the same as root 4, 4 times 6. Root 4 is 2, so the answer is 2 root 6. Number 4, root 150. Start up here. So we'll start at 144. None of them go in. It's got to have a 5 or a 0 on the end. So we go down to 25. So root 25 times 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, so 6. Double check that. Yeah. So root 25 times root 6 makes root 150 using that rule. Next, root 25, and we know that is 5 because it's a square number. And then root 6 is a surd, it's irrational, you can't simplify it down. So 5 root 6, done. Next one, root 32. So same method, let's go across. So we need to start there. Right, 16 times 2 is 32, isn't it? So root 16 times root 2. Root 16 you know is 4, and then root 2 stays because it's not a square number. Done. Right, next one. So these last 3 are quite difficult. So if you've got your head around the first 5 questions where you've got to simplify, basically you're simplifying any that you can here to make the same thing. So I'm just going to put a little note at the side down here. From one of the previous clips, I said that, for example, 2 root 3 plus 4 root 3, you treat that as if it's 2x plus 4x. Well, 2 root 3 plus 4 root 3 is 6 root 3, because 2x plus 4x is 6x. So I want to try and make this root 18 into something else that's got possibly a root 2 in it, because that one won't go down any simpler. So root 18, do the same thing on here. What goes in 9 does. So root 18 is root 9 times root 2. And we know that root 9 is 3, so it's 3 root 2. So I can replace root 18 now. That becomes 3 root 2 minus root 2. Well, if we did 3x, take away x, that will be 2x. Therefore, this is going to be 3 root 2 take away 1 root 2 is 2 root 2. So the key thing is, if you see something that you know you can simplify it down, and more than likely it'll be the same type as the second one. So let's look at the next one. Root 50 minus root 18. Well, we know what root 18 is, we've just done that there. So that's 3 root 2. So that means the likelihood is root 50 will go down to something that has got a root 2 in it. Well, let's try it. Root 50 is, go to our numbers, and what fits. Start there. 25 goes into 50. So therefore root 50 will be root 25 times by root 2. And we know root 25 is 5. So root 50 is 5 root 2. Now let's replace both of these with what we just worked out. So root 50 is 5 root 2 minus root 18 is 3 root 2. So 5 root 2 take away 3 root 2 is 2 root 2. And the last one. So this time you've got numbers in front. You've got to be really careful with the numbers. Let's do these two first. Root 75. So root 75, what goes in? Start here. That doesn't go in. Again, it's got to be a number that ends in 5 or 0. So the only one that goes in is 25. So root 75 is root 25 times root 3. Root 25 is 5. So root 75 is 5 root 3. And then root 12. Root 12 is, well, it's 4 times 3, isn't it? Once you've done loads of these and keep practicing, you almost spot when there's numbers that you remember in your head you've done before. So this becomes 2 root 3. So root 12 is 2 root 3, and root 75 is 5 root 3. Now we've got to replace root 75 and root 12 with those two numbers. So 2 times 5 root 3 plus 3 times 2 root 3. 2 5s are 10 and 3 2s are 6. So 10 root 3s plus 6 root 3s is, should get 16 root 3. Now I'm not saying you're going to get all these straight away, because it is a difficult topic you've not come across before, and there's a lot of information and key skills that you need to be able to understand and just have in your head to be able to do all these questions. I would expect you should be able to get up to question 5, up to question 5 style, that lot you should be okay with, and then attempt the ones that have got 6 and 7 where you've got to simplify first, and then 8 is exceptionally difficult. Okay, all you can do is try your hardest.